he admits they made it up, right? As opposed to, and if you listen to the full clip, he says, by drawing attention to what's happening on the ground, it's just, as the
like
line goes online, you don't hate the media enough.
I think it was in that interview where Dana Bash says, the police have gone through 11 months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls.
So that's what we're doing now. We're going to watch on live TV someone call black people the N-word. And then nobody on the set, not the speaker or the host, are even faded by the disgusting words, regardless if it was a slip of the tongue.
If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast.
I'm going to be very blunt. I think Trump wants someone to be killed. I think they want this violence to escalate. I think they want to then say these migrants have caused the violence. They brought this on themselves. Look at our cities on fire because of these terrible people from faraway lands who happen to be dark-skinned. This is a racist playbook that goes back well before Hitler. This goes well before the idea that somehow people were eating cats and dogs. This story gets recycled over and over again.
Very disturbed by these comments because J.D. Vance, instead of retracting and apologizing, he's doubling down and changing his story and saying, oh, constituents are calling my office saying that they saw someone eat a dog or cat or ate Garfield. I don't think so. He's lying. I ask the media to reach out to Senator Vance and ask him for the records of his legislative office. We want to see what constituents are actually saying these lies. Reba, who works in my office, we record the phone number and name of every person that calls our office. That's what a legislative office is supposed to do. And so we're going to ask J.D. Vance, show us the proof.
We see the repercussions. People are being threatened by bombs at schools and town offices. In real life, this is happening. And they want to act as if it's small fries because J.D. Vance admit that he's lying and using means to bring attention to a town that he himself admits that he's not been to since he so-called heard about these migrants eating animals. And Rich, who's supposed to be a part of the media, should find himself disgusted by his play, his lie to all of the Megyn Kelly followers and people that are watching her show. The misrepresentation of what was said. It wasn't just that Dana said that the town only found 2 people calling about geese. They said they found 2 instances where people called about geese being stolen by migrants. And when they follow up, they had no evidence to substantiate it. And when they try to call the people back, they could not reach them. That is the whole story. But the whole story never makes it out with that crowd because the whole story embarrassed them. It reminds the world that they are grounded in white supremacy and nothing else. The one policy that joins them all is their hate for everybody that's not white and straight. It is absolutely disgusting to watch these people pretend that they have policy binding them together. They have a platform binding them together, when in actuality, the only grind that keeps them together, the only grit that holds them, the only voice that they line up behind is one of hatred, one of bigotry, one of inclusion, one of a mindset that is so old and rotten and depleted of morality that the only voice that can be the leader is Donald Trump. And his minions are sure to line up and continue to call black people the N-word, gay men the F-word, Muslims the T-word, and we can go on. Because these people are so simple and small that their policy and their platform that they stand on, it's not patriotism. It's not country first. It's whiteness. And that's it. I'm Mondale Robinson. Don't join these losers.